Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Hello, of course, sa lahat ng members ng ating team, no? Our Let Babies for March next year. Of course, ongoing na po yung inyong pong application, ang inyong pong filing for your licensure examination for teachers. So sa mga nakapag-file na po, very good, no? Sa mga hindi pa po, habol-habol na po tayo. Make sure that you have all the requirements. Kung hindi nyo pa po alam yung mga requirements, so pwede pong magtanong, pwede pong i-check yung website ng PRC. Of course, your filing is until January 16 of next year. Okay, so again, we are preparing for LET March 17th, 2024. No? So we still have more or less 3 months, no? 3 months of discussion, 3 months of preparation. Of course, dito po sa Gurong Pinoy, we will be with you until the day that you take the LET. So kung ikaw po ay member ng Team Pavlo, Section A, please make sure that you are heard and that you are commenting sa amin pong experience lagi, yung mga pumapasa. And of course, yung mga nagtatap po ay siyang mga active during our live discussions. Kadalasan pa nga po yung mga medyo maloko, no? Yung mga loko-loko dyan po sa ating comment box. So, hindi po bawal na kayo'y mag-joke dito. Hindi po bawal na tayo'y nakangiti, tayo'y masaya habang tayo nagre-review. Dahil here in Guru Pinoy, we make sure that we make your learning fun and exciting. No? So, again, the members of Team Pavlov, Section A, please comment A dyan po sa ating comment box para makita ko po kung nandito na lahat ng members ng Team Pavlov, Section A. If you are a member naman ng Team Pavlov, Section B, please do comment B dyan po sa ating comment box. Ayun, ang daming Section A. Ma'am Christine, hello po, good evening. Si Sir Rewel Villaganas from Section A. Si Ma'am Jelly Francisco, letter A, no? Or Section A. We have Sir John from Section B, Ma'am Arlene Francisco, letter B or Section B, Ma'am Linji from Section A, Ma'am Jane Nuneza from Section B, no? So Team Pavlov, hello, hello, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Kung ikaw po ay first timer, mag-comment din po ng hashtag new student or hashtag newbie. At kung ikaw po ay medyo naguguluhan, ano ba itong mga teams na to? For every season po ng ating licensure examination for teachers, we make sure that we are using the names of our philosophers and our educators, no? So we've had Team Gardner, tapos na rin po yung Team Skinner, kakatapos lamang po na malapit na maging licensed professional teachers. Yung members ng ating Team Skinner, sila po yung nag-take ng LET last September, no? September of this year. Tapos na rin po yung Team Brunner, Team Piaget, Team Erickson, okay? So these are some of the teams that we've had in the past. And of course, currently, yung ating pong teams for March 2024, we call them the Team Pavlov sections, okay? So again, we have Section A and Section B. What are some advantages advantages of being members of Team Pavlov. You can watch our video, dire-diretso po, walang pagpuputol, no? Hindi po preview yung inyong video if you're a member of Team Pavlov. And of course, you can easily download all our files. Our PDF, no? Po pwede nyo pong i-download. And sa iba naman po sa inyo, if you're a member of Team Replay, mag-comment din po, no? Members ng Team Replay. Usually, these are members of Team Pavlov na hindi po nakakapag-join sa ating live discussion. Maaring may work, maaring busy sa bahay, no? Or busy sa buhay. And so they would watch our videos by replaying them. No? So okay din po yan. Po pwede pong ulit-ulitin yung ating videos dito sa Team Pavlov kahit ilang beses nyo pa pong ulitin. No? Hanggang sa makabisado nyo po, hanggang sa magets nyo yung mga konseptong medyo blurry sa inyo noon. Okay? So again, we are here to help you and we are here to make sure that you pass your licensure examination for teachers. Good evening, good evening. Ayan, meron pa tayong mga taga-Team Skinner, Sir Jason. Good evening po sa lahat ng members ng Team Skinner. Ayan, si Sir Cedric Bayo. Team Download, no? Team Replay, maaari si Sir Cedric Bayo. Okay? And of course, if you'd want to have a chance to also win our Gcash, no? Kapag ako po ay nagla-live, meron po kayong chance na makapag-panalo, makapanalo ng ating Gcash. It's 300 Gcash for each of our winner. And it is through sharing our video, no? So make sure na napusuan nyo na po yung ating video, na like nyo po yung ating video. You can start a watch party, pwede nyo pong i-tag yung inyong friends. And of course, make sure that you have publicly shared our video para mamaya po, if I review all the shares, no, makikita ko po yung pangalan ninyo and you'll have a chance to win our Gcash, no? This would happen every time that I do my live and para po na trace natin no, yung ating number of sharers. And of course, these sharers may have a chance to win our Gcash na pa-premyo. And so of course, make sure that you have like, love, and share our video. Batiin ko lamang po, Sir Toto KBL, Coach Toto, our number 1 sa SPLE po last March of this year. Sabi ni Coach Toto dito, Team Piaget and Team Replay din. Okay? So Team Replay din, si Coach Toto. And of course, nakakasama niyo po si Coach Toto for our math, for our Gen Ed discussion. No? And please do follow Coach Toto's Facebook account noon. Facebook account po niya ay Toto KBL. Huwag niyo lang pong, sabi nga, gumive up na siya sa pagre-reels ng mga math videos, no? So, kasi kalimitan mas marami yung views ng kanyang mga funny videos, yung mga sayaw-sayaw videos si Coach Toto. So, sabi ko nga kay Coach Toto, sayaw-sayaw na lamang, no? Funny videos na lamang. Kasi masakit nga yung ulo nila sa math, no? But of course, we all need to master, we all need to love math kasi po kailangan natin yan para maipasa po yung licensure exam for teachers. Okay? Good evening, good evening. Again, make sure that you have liked, loved, and publicly shared our video so that you can have a chance to win our Gcash later. Okay? Assalamualaikum. Sabi ni si Ma'am si Lilian, MP, no, from Marawi City. Good evening po. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Okay, ako po yung Coach Toto. Sabi ni Sir Toto KBL. Siya po yun, no? Kaya lang sa kanya pong reels, palagi pong nasayaw si Coach Toto at palagi pong funny, no? Tatawa po kayo sa kanyang reels, okay? So make sure that you are following Coach Toto's Facebook account. All right? So again, tonight, we will be discussing our Prof Ed, no? Prof Ed items. This is the second time that we have discussed our Prof Ed items for your diagnostic test. And of course, after this, we still have 3 sessions under professional education. Now, before I forget, no, yung pong mga OFWs natin na nangangarap na maging lisensyado mga guro, and of course, para po kayo'y maka-uwi na sa ating bansa, no, at makapagturo dito po sa ating bansa or sa iba mang bansa, no, we have partnered with Capstone College dyan po sa Hong Kong, and we have started our hybrid Let Refresher certificate program, no. So this actually is for the OFWs in Hong Kong and Macau, especially those who are under under the old curriculum para po you can keep abreast with all the items with our new TOS under the new curriculum of our licensure exam for teachers. And of course, ang kagandahan po nito, your CPE certificates are going to be provided by Capstone College because of course they are registered, they are licensed, they are a licensed school dyan po sa Hong Kong. And so if you'd want to contact them, you can see their WhatsApp number na dyan po sa ating screen, or you can also visit them, andyan po yung kanilang office. No? So just send a message or call them or send a message dyan po sa kanilang WhatsApp number so that you can join our Saturday or our Sunday group. No? So ako din po yung nagdi-discuss doon. Meron pong worksheets and of course there are discussion videos. No? So if you know someone who will be taking the LET or who'd want to get refreshed no, with all the items sa ating new TOS, tell them about our Capstone College and Gurong Pinoy's Hybrid LET Refresher Certificate Program. Pagkatapos na po nito, of course, they are also going to have their full LET review. Okay, so napakaganda pong offering dyan po sa ating mga OFWs in Hong Kong and also in Macau. Okay, so again, tonight we will be discussing our Prof Ed subjects. But before that, of course, just like every time that we have our live stream, let us all have our opening prayer. So samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, so once again, this is your professional education discussion. Like, love, share our videos publicly. And of course, let us all start with question number 1. Okay, question number 1, make sure that you are involved, no? That you are participating para po, of course, that's learning by doing. Mas mahahasa po kayo at mas ma-internalize nyo po lahat ng ating mga items tonight. Okay, question number 1. Which statement applies correctly to Edgar Dale's cone of experience? Would this be letter A? The farther you are from the base, the more direct the learning experience becomes. Letter B, the farther you are from the bottom, the more direct the learning experience becomes. Letter C, the closer you are from the base, the more indirect the learning experience becomes. Or letter D, the closer you are from the base, the more direct the learning experience becomes. Medyo madugo. Question number 1 pa lamang po tayo. But I can see letter D sa ating comment box. Tama kaya? Sir Chad Cerezo from Team Skinner. Good evening po. Ayon, letter D. Watching from North Caloocan City, Sir Merwin Bongalos. Good evening po, sir. Okay, letter D, direct, sabi ni Sir Forte. Ma'am Diana May Taytay says letter D. Ma'am Darlene, letter D. Ma'am Deborah, letter D. Ma'am Rose, letter D. Ma'am Shalimar Calderon, no, letter D. So you are all saying letter D, tumpak kaya. Good evening, Sir Denmark Barcos. Okay, tumpak kaya ang ating letter D for item number 1. So again, we are looking for the statement that is correct when we are thinking about Edgar Dale's cone of experience. So sabi nga ni Edgar Dale, mas mainam po that the students are learning by doing. That the students are actively participating no, sa ating discussion or sa ating mga activities. No? Hindi lamang passively ay nagre-receive sila ng information or nagre-receive sila ng lahat ng konsepto na ating pong tinuturo sa kanila inside the classroom. So which one is the right choice? Sabi nga ninyo, letter D, tama kaya ang letter D, no? Kasi sabi ng letter D dito, the closer you are from the base, the more direct the learning experience becomes. And ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter D. Tama po yan, no? Mas malapit sa base, mas malapit sa nasa ibaba, no? Nasa ilalim na bahagi ng cone of experience ni Edgar Dale, mas direkta po ang inyong learning experience. That means mas authentic, no? It's learning by doing. Let's take a look at your slide, no? So ito po yung cone of learning by Edgar Dale, and we have to thank sparkinsight.com for this illustration, no? Sabi kasi dito, after 2 weeks, we tend to remember only 10% of what we have read, 20% of what we heard, 30% of what we see, but we can remember 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we say, no? So paulit-ulit, kapag ito yung inyong sinasabi, you tend to remember it 70%, no? And 90% of what we say and do. So again, mas mainam po that you are actually doing something so that you can internalize it, learning becomes more active, and you tend to remember it more, no? So sabi pa ni Confucius, I see and I forget, I hear and I remember, I do and I understand. Okay? So mas maiging ginagawa mo talaga, no? So hindi po pwedeng sinasabi mo lamang na mahal mo siya, no? Or sinasabi mo lamang sa kanya nga na mahal mo siya, because actions speak louder than words, no? So mas maiging pinapakita through your actions. Mas maiging pinapadama sa kanya na siya po talagang mahal mo, no? Para hindi ka po niya makalimutan. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng cone of learning ni Edgar Dale. No? So here, you see the first 4 parts on top. No? So ito po yung ating mga passive ways of learning, just by reading, hearing birds, seeing, watching a movie, looking at an exhibit, etc., etc. No? But when you have active learning, ayan po, no, participate ka na, you are involved, you are answering sa ating pong live discussion. You may be doing something, no? So may drama presentation ka, may skit kayo, you are simulating the real experience, meron kang simulation, ginagaya mo kung ano yung nangyayari in real life, or you are actually doing the real thing, no? So kaya nga sa ating ngayong K-12, sa ating pong public school system, ay mas malaki na yung percentage for our performance tasks, no? Because performance tasks are authentic methods of assessment. They are learning by doing. They're actually involved. They are actually doing something that's close to the real thing. Okay? So sabi kanina ating letter D, the closer you are to the base, the more direct the learning experiences are. And so letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 1. Sir Chad Cerezo says, sana all po mahal. Okay? Hintayin mo lang po, Sir Chad, no? Baka po kapag ikay meron ng lisensya, mamahalin ka din po niya. Sana po, okay? We go to item number 2, which can be said of Ariel, who obtained a score of 75 out of 100 items in a grammar objective test. Would this be letter A? She performed better than 25% of her classmates. Letter B, she answered 75 items in the test correctly. Letter C, her rating is 75. Naulit, no? Sorry po. Naulit. So it should have been, her rating is 75. And letter D, she answered 75% of the test items correctly. What is your choice for number 2? Ma'am Thea says letter B. Ma'am Julian, okay. Hindi ko na nakita, no? Ma'am City says letter B. Sir Merwin, letter B. Okay, please keep your comments coming, no? Please put your comments, your answers sa ating pong comment box. Make sure that you are including the item number para po klaro yung ating pong sagot. Okay? Ma'am Charmaine, letter B. Ma'am Maricel, letter B. Ma'am Zyrene, letter B. Sir Denmark, letter B. Ma'am Catherine, letter B. Okay? So karamihang choice po ninyo ay letter B for this item. Karamihan kaya ay tumpak or genocide kaya, no? Karamihan kaya ay ligwak for item number 2. Okay, sabi ng item number 2 mo, you have a student named Ariel and she obtained 75. No? The score was 75 out of 100 items in a grammar test. Okay, so what can be said about her performance? Would this be letter A, she performed better than 25% of her classmates? Letter B, she answered 75 items in the test correctly. Letter C, her rating is 75. Or letter D, she answered 75% of the test items correctly. And ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter B. Tumpak po yung letter B, no? She answered 75 items in the test correctly. Kung inyo pong nakikita, this type of grading, no? or testing is actually criterion reference. We are not comparing the performance of Ariel with the performance of the rest of the students. No? So ligwak po itong letter A because the letter A here has mentioned the classmates. No? But here, sa ating pong question, wala pong mention ng norm referencing, wala pong mention ng comparison. No? So it clearly is a criterion reference test. No? Letter D mo, ganun din. No? She answered 75% of the test items correctly. Her rating 75. No? Halos magkaparehas po yung letter C and D nyo. Pinakadirekta po would be letter B. She answered 75 items in the test correctly. Although you would say that letter D is correct, 75%, because we have 100 items, pero papaano ko yung given mo is not 100 items. No? Nagkataon lamang po na 100 items, and so maaaring isipin nyo na, tama yung letter D. But if you are thinking about your criterion reference testing, it should be direct, no? It should be claro. Just the number of items that she has answered correctly. And so letter B ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay? And so here we have a comparison between your criterion reference test and your norm reference test. If you are someone who's a newbie, no, maaring ngayon ka lamang po nag-review, maaring this is something new. But for those of you who have been coming back to our page and has been with us, no, since we have started Team Pavlov, I know that you already know the difference between this. No? So as I've mentioned, criterion reference po, you are talking about criteria. Kumbaga, meron kang set standard, no? Meron kang standards. Okay, so criterion reference test, compare a student's knowledge and skills against a predetermined standard, a cut score, or other criterion. So if you are thinking about the LET, of course, you would say that the LET is actually criterion-based, di ba? So you have to get at least 50% ng Gen Ed, 50% ng Prof Ed, and 50% ng inyo pong majorship if you have a major, no? But your GWA should be 75% or above. So hindi po pwedeng kampante ka sa 50%, no? Maaring meron kang 50% or 50 or above, a little above 50, but mas okay, no, na above 50 lahat ng inyo pong kumbaga areas sa inyo pong licensure exam for teachers. Always try to shoot for 80%, 75, 80% para safe po tayo. Okay? Now, norm reference or normative based, here, you are comparing the performance of a student, of one student against the performance of their peers. So if you are thinking about the LET again, although it is also criterion based, it is on the other hand, no, it is also normative based. Katulad po ni Coach Toto, di ba? So, naipasa niya yung lahat ng areas ng kanyang licensure exam for teachers, ng kanyang SPLE, and of course, ni-rank, no, lahat ng kanilang scores, and he emerged on top. And so, top 1 po si Coach Toto, sana all, no, nakauwi, no, naiuwi niya yung 50,000, no, as our top notcher ng March 2023. Okay? So, normative, norm reference, and criterion reference po ang inyong licensure exam for teachers, no? Kapag you are thinking of your Miss Universe, kunwari, no, criterion based din siya kasi every time that they go out, di ba, they have the gown category or gown portion, they have the talent portion, they have the swimming competition, for example, they always have that set standard, di ba? So, i-grade sila pa isa-isa, no? So, depende sa kanilang performance. But eventually, they're also going to be ranked, di ba? So, meron ka Miss Universe, may first runner-up, may second runner-up, and so on. Okay? So, it's also both criterion-based and normative-based. Okay? So, sana po klaro yung pagkakaiba. Criterion, kino-compare mo lamang yung kanyang performance based on the given standard, based on your criteria for judging, no? Kumbaga, norm naman, you are comparing the performance of one student with the performance of the peers, no? Of the rest of the students. All right? So, that's for item number 2. We go to item number 3. When small children call animals dogs, what process is illustrated in Piaget's cognitive development theory? Would this be letter A, reversion, letter B, assimilation, letter C, accommodation, or letter D, conservation? What is your choice for item number 3? Sabi ni Ma'am Tess, okay, top notcher si Ma'am Tess, unang-una. Number 3B, sabi ni Ma'am Zusen, tablada, letter B. Sir John Mark, letter B. Ma'am Abigail, letter B. No? Ma'am Maria Fe, letter B. Halos lahat kayo, letter B. Ma'am Ariel, letter B. Ma'am Julina, Sir Rewel, Ma'am Jonah, Sir Joselito, no, letter B. Lahat halos, no? Letter B. Tumpa kaya ang letter B for item number 3. Again, please make sure that you have shared our video and you have done it publicly, no? Para mamaya po makita natin yung mga number of sharers so that you may have a chance to win our Gcash, no? So again, magbibigay po ako mamaya ng ating Gcash sa mga shares natin. No? I do it at random. No? So, sa ruleta po, through ruleta. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter B's for item number 3. So sabi dito, yung mga maliliit na bata, they would call animals dogs, no? And when we say animals here, we are pertaining to all types of animals, okay? So all animals are called dogs by your small kids. What is illustrated here? Ang tumpak na choice, of course, here would be letter B. Assimilation is tumpak, okay? So tama po yung assimilation. So here, how do you add new information to your existing knowledge? Ayon po kay Piaget, no? So here, for example, the child has this schema of what a dog is. Meron siyang schema kung ano yung aso, no? Kumbaga, when you say schema, ito po yung filing cabinets natin sa ating pong mga utak, no? Dito natin ginugrupo-grupo lahat ng konsepto na ating pong nalilearn as we grow older and we grow more mature, no? So, para sa schema ng bata, yung isang aso na may yung isang hayop na may 4 na paa, may buntot, no? That will be called a dog. Aso po 'yan para sa kanya. Now, when the child sees a cat, meron siya nakitang pusa, pero dog pa rin, aso pa rin yung tawag niya, no? Tawag niya sa pusa. That means hindi na bago yung schema ng bata. It's the same schema. The child still has the same schema. You see the 2 S's here, no? The child has the same schema. And so you would call that assimilation. Having the same schema is called assimilation. Until such time that the child matures or the child has learned an explanation or has heard an explanation from someone else. And for example here, no, sa ating pong illustration from verywell.com, yung father po inexplain sa bata na hindi lahat ng 4-legged animals are dogs, no? Some of them are cats, others are tigers, no? Others are horses, others are cows, carabaos, whatever, no, goats. And so the child's schema would be changed. There is a change in schema, no? Change in schema. And so you'd call this accommodation. Accommodation na po yan. If there is a change in schema, you'd call it accommodation. The same schema, 2 S's, you'd call this assimilation. Okay? Now, conservation, under din po to kay Piaget, no, sa cognitive development theory ni Piaget, when the child knows na kahit na yung ball of clay ay finlaten mo, pwede pa rin po siyang ma-revert, no, into a ball of clay. That could be called reversion. Ang conservation po is very similar to that. Ng conservation, kahit na nilipat mo yung amount of water in a taller, narrower glass or different type of container, the amount stays the same. Okay? So the amount is conserved. That would be conservation. Okay? So sana po klaro, bakit letter B ang ating pong tumpak na choice? Okay? Assimilation, sabi ni Sir Jericho Britton, Asuncion, the same schema. While accommodation, CC, change in schema. Tama po, tama po. Okay, we go to item number 4. Bernadette enjoyed the roller coaster when he and her family when she and her family went to the Enchanted Kingdom. The mere sight of a roller coaster gets her excited. Which theory explains Bernadette's behavior? Would this be letter A, operant conditioning? Letter B, social learning theory? Letter C, attribution theory? Or letter D, Pavlovian conditioning? What is our choice? All right, maraming salamat Sir Reynan R. Romano for tagging all your friends. Thank you so much po. Okay, I see letter D's and letter A's sa ating comment box. Okay, ano kaya yung ating tumpak na choice? Sabi ni Sir Toto KBL, sa mga hindi pa po naka-enroll, habol na po kayo. Ito ang online review center na walang budol. Message Gurong Pinoy's Facebook page. Tama po yan. No? Hindi po nabudol si Coach Toto. Okay, siya po ay nag-number 1 sa ating SPLE March 2023. Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Tess, Pavlov, yung aso at yung bell. Okay, letter A or letter D kaya ang ating tumpak na choice? Meron din pong ilang letter B, maaring medyo bago pa, no? Bago-bago pa yung iba sa atin dito. Merong maaaring mga members pa ng Team Newbie. Sa mga veterano, medyo peanut na, no? Mani-mani na. Very easy na yung mga items na ganito. Okay? So, let's take a look at our item. No? So, ito po, sabi ng item number 4 mo, si Bernadette, na-enjoy niya yung roller coaster no, when they went to the Enchanted Kingdom. And so now, kapag ka nakakakita siya ng roller coaster, she gets excited. Kumbaga, meron pong connection yung roller coaster at yung feelings ni Bernadette, no? So, kahit ngayon, roller coaster lang yung nakikita niya, she gets the same feeling, okay? So, the same feeling, sana all with feelings, no? Sana siya may feelings din sa'yo. Okay, so yung question natin dito, ano kayang teorya yung makakapag-explain ng behavior ni Bernadette? Would this be operant conditioning, social learning theory, attribution theory, or Pavlovian conditioning? And ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter D, Pavlovian conditioning. Of course, this was by Ivan Pavlov, di ba? So, ang Pavlovian conditioning mo po kasi kapag ka nakita po ninyo sa inyong licensure exam for teachers, yung mga questions sa may trauma, may phobia, or dili naman kaya, ito no, something positive, kumbaga merong stimulus response, na ko-connect niya, no, connectionism, kumbaga nako-connect niya yung kanyang reaction to a certain stimulus, you'd call this Pavlov's classical conditioning theory. No? So trauma, phobia, your stimulus responses, this would be under Pavlov's conditioning. That's classical conditioning theory. Now, what about the rest of our choices here? Sa letter A mo po, operant conditioning. This, of course, was by B.F. Skinner, no? Burroughs, Frederick Skinner. Ito naman po, this would be talking about your rewards, your punishment, reinforcement, your feedback, and your computer-aided instruction. No? So, wala namang reward, punishment dyan. Walang reinforcement, no? Reinforcement is like your reward. Wala din feedback. When you say feedback, you give your students some reactions, no? Ito dapat yung ginawa mo, kaya ka nagkamali dahil dito, no? So, meron kang feedbacking. Wala namang feedback dyan. And computer-aided instruction is also by B.F. Skinner, no? So, wala din pong mention sa ating item number 4. So, we cannot choose letter A as our answer. What about social learning? This, of course, was by Albert Bandura. And this is learning by observation and imitation. And ito yung sinasabi nilang kung ano yung ginagawa ng mas nakakatanda ay nagiging tama sa mata ng mga bata. So you have to be very careful whenever you are acting, no? Whenever you are behaving in front of your kids or of smaller kids, because they would think that whatever it is that you're doing is the standard, and so they have the tendency to follow kung ano po yung inyong actions. Okay, so that's learning by observation and imitation. Now, attribution theory naman, this was by Bernard Wiener. Ito yung sinasabi ng attribution theory mo, this tries to investigate the causes of failures or successes. Ito yung nagme-mention ng locus of control. Is it controlled? Is the action controlled internally or is it controlled externally? Bakit ba niya ako iniwan, no? What's the cause of the failure of our relationship? Is it something that is internal? Kung ano bang may pagbabago ba sa kanyang naramdaman, or is it something external? Baka merong nagsulsol, baka merong nagmarites kung kaya nagawa niya yun sa akin. Okay? So, causes of failures and successes, causes of behavior, yan po yung sa attribution theory niyo naman po. Okay? But letter D for number 4. Sana po klaro na kung bakit letter D ang ating pong sagot. We go to number 5. Nelly's score is within positive, no, X positive or negative 1 SD. To which of the following groups does she belong? Would this be letter A, below average, letter B, average, letter C, needs improvement, or letter D, above average? What is our choice? Okay, what do you think is the right choice for question number 5? Sabi ni Sir Jericho Sphinx, kabado na sa result, pero God is bigger than my fear. Lisensyado ako sa Pasko. Tumpak, no? Of course. Lisensyado, basta taga-gurong Pinoy, siguradong papasa. Okay? All right, what is your choice for item number 5? Number 5 na po tayo. I see a lot of letter B's. Again, make sure that you have shared our video publicly so that you can have a chance to win 300 Gcash later, no? Claim na natin, by God's grace, LPT na tayo this December 2023. Wala pong duda, Ma'am Princess Joy de la Cruz. All members of Team Skinner are going to pass the licensure exam for teachers. Okay, what is our choice? Number 5, I see letter B. Is tama kaya ang letter B? Average? Okay? Or marami kayang naggaya-gaya lamang when they saw that there's a lot of letter B na kagad. Ma'am Lizelle Galicia, hello po, good evening. Aba, sabi ni Sir Cedric Bayo, nabasa ko to, ng grade 2 pa lamang ako. Okay, number 5, Nelly's score is within X plus or -1 SD. To which of the following groups does she belong? No? So, unang-una, titingnan natin ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng SD dito? Anyone or everyone? Please put your answer in our comment box. What's the meaning of SD? Ano bang ating pinag-uusapan when you say SD? What do you mean by SD? Okay, ano yung SD dito? Baka naman hindi natin alam kung ano yung SD. Sabi ni Sir Benji Austria, standard deviation. Sir Limuel Salibio, standard deviation. Okay, Ma'am Deborah, standard deviation. Tama po yan. No? Standard deviation po ang ibig sabihin ng ating SD. And unlike your mean, your median, and your mode, no, which measure your central tendency, yung SD mo naman po or standard deviation would measure variability or dispersion. Kumbaga, yung mini-measure po ng inyong standard deviation ay kung gaano kawatak-watak, gaano kalalayo, no, yung mga scores ng ating mga estudyante. Yung mean, which is the average, yung median at yung mode nyo naman po, they would measure the central tendency. Kumbaga, kung gaano kalalapit yung mga scores, no? So magkabaliktad po sila, yung central tendency mo at yung inyong variability or dispersion. Now, make sure that you have watched our videos on that, no? Meron po tayong videos on that. If hindi nyo pa po napapanood, ilagay nyo po dyan sa inyong notebook, watch Gurong Pinoy's video on mean, median, and mode. No? So, assessment natin na video. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng mean, median, and mode? Kailan gagamitin yung mean, median, and mode? How would you solve, no, for these different types of measurement? Okay, so as I've mentioned, your standard deviation measures the dispersion or the variability of your scores, no? Gaano kalalayo, ka-scattered, no? Yung scores ng inyong estudyante. There is a common item in the LET, no? May mga items na the items would give you the standard deviation and the items would ask you in which different standard deviations would you have the closest scores, no? Closest scores. So kumbaga, if you want to get the closest scores, dahil nga yung standard deviation mo measures dispersion or variability, your choice there should be the lowest standard deviation, no? Kapag ka mataas kasi yung standard deviation mo, either negative or positive, basta mataas yung number ng inyong standard deviation, that means scattered, no? Dispersed or variable. Iba-iba yung scores ng inyong estudyante. Okay? So, tandaan po yan, no? So, here, sabi kay Nelly, yung score po niya ay nasa 1 SD. Positive or negative 1 SD. And so, ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter B, average. Okay? So, average ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Now, let's take a look at your slide. So, here is your standard deviation. And here sa gitna, that's your mean, no? So, ito po yung inyong mean or your average, no? And +1 or +1 and -1 of your standard deviation would fall under your mean or your average. Kaya average po, letter B, ang ating tumpak na choice. Now, if it's +2, andyan po siya, no? So, medyo malayo na siya. One grade, no? Higher than your average. Pag negative naman, -2 naman, 1 grade lower than your average. Okay? So, sometimes the LET would also ask you kung anong percentage would fall under the +1, -1 standard deviation. And so, you should know that it's what? 68.2. Diba? So, 68.2%. Paano ko nakuha yung 68.2? You simply add 34.1 by plus 34.1, or you multiply 34.1 by 2, no? So, that's the percentage of scores that would fall under -1 to +1 ST. Okay, so make sure that you are familiar with all the items that you have here. And again, letter B po, ang ating tumpak na choice, that would be average for this item. We go to item number 6. With the assessment of effective learning in mind, which does not belong to the group. We are talking about effective learning. And we are looking for the exception. Exception, no? Sana po hindi tayo nabulag. Kagaya ng pagiging bulag natin sa pag-ibig. Kagaya po ng ating pagiging martir, no? Sa let po, hindi pwedeng magbulag-bulagan. Dapat po ay klaro. Ang ating vision dapat is 20/20, no? So kung kayo po ay nangangailangan ng eyeglasses, dapat po magpa-eyeglasses po muna tayo before we take the let. Baka po maging dahilan pa yung panlalabo ng ating mata kung bakit tayo hindi maipasa no, yung ating licensure exam. Okay, what do you think is the right choice? Item number 6. Please put your answer in our comment box. What is your answer for item number 6? Number 6 po, ano po yung ating tumpak na choice? I don't see any of your comments. Ano pong nangyari? Let's take a look at your comment. No? Again, pakilagay po ng inyong komento dyan sa ating comment box. No? I-refresh ko lamang po itong aking isang monitor at hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong comment. Okay? Paki-comment po, pakilagay po sa ating comment box yung inyong answer, no? Yung inyong pong letter of choice. Ayun. Number 6, letter A. I see letter A's. Ayun pala. Nakikita ko na letter A for this item, no? Closed test. So again, sabi ng inyong question dito, with the assessment of effective learning, which one does not belong to the group, no? So when you say effective, di ba? Nung tayo po'y nag-practice teach, sana all nakapag-practice teach, no? Maaring yung iba sa inyo kasi naabutan ng pandemic, hindi po nakapag-practice teach, hindi masyado nakagawa ng lesson plan, no? When we were doing our practice teaching, of course, your coordinators would always ask you to make 3 types of objectives. Diba? So, dapat meron kang cognitive, meron kang psychomotor, at meron kang affective. No? When you say cognitive, it's all about the mental ability. Diba? So, the use of the brain, or reasoning, that's your cognitive. And then you also have your psychomotor. Psychomotor would be the skills. Okay? So, skills naman po yung psychomotor. And affective would be values. No? So, values po yan. So, sabi ng inyong student teaching coordinator, you should have all 3. No? So, more or less, dapat yung tatlong yan should be represented sa inyo pong objectives. Hindi po pwedeng lahat ng objectives mo are all cognitive or lahat ng objectives mo would all be behavioral, no? Would all be psychomotor. Dapat balance, di ba? We should educate not only the mind but also the hand and the heart of the student, okay? So we are talking about effective learning or values, okay? Values. And we are looking for the exception, does not belong. So that means we should look for that objective or for that item na hindi po nagme-measure ng values ng estudyante, okay? And so, ang tumpak na choice dito would be letter A. Letter A, closed test, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Tama po yung letter A, closed test. Now, moral dilemma, reflective writing, diary entries, these are all talking about feelings, emotions, your values, no, affective learning po yan, okay? Now, your closed test, we have mentioned this last time, no? So this here is an example of your closed test. It's fill in the blanks type of test. Now, sometimes you would have pictures here, okay, to take the place of the different words that you have, okay? So closed test is cognitive. It is not affective, all right? So letter A for item number 6. We go to item number 7. The students of Teacher Corazon feel that their teacher has an eye behind her head. This characteristic of the teacher is known as letter A, referent power, letter B, with itness, letter C, Pygmalion effect, or letter D, Rosenthal effect. What is our choice naman po for item number 7? So again, kung ikaw po hindi pa member ng Team Pavlov, it's very easy para po ikaw ay makapag-membro, makapag-pamyembro sa Team Pavlov. Just send a message to this Facebook page, no? And so you can enjoy the full video, wala pong interruption, and of course, you can also download our files. We do live streams and discussions, no, on MWF para po sa ating Gen Ed and Prof Ed. And of course, we also have our majorship during the weekend, no? So for any of your questions, just send a message dito po sa ating Facebook page. Okay, 7, letter B for item number 7. Okay, letter B. So sabi dito, the students of Teacher Corazon feel that their teacher has an eye behind her head. Ang tumpak na choice, of course, dito would be letter B. This is Jacob Kunin's with itness. No? So this is with itness. Having eyes behind your head. That means kahit nakatalikod si Teacher Corazon, kahit si Teacher Corazon po ay nag-check ng papers, kahit si Teacher Corazon ay nag-distribute ng papers, she knows what's going on inside her classroom, no? So, kumbaga, meron siyang third eye, kumbaga, no? So, meron siyang eye behind her head. Alam niya kung meron nang nag-aaway, kung meron nang nagtatampuhan, kung meron nang nagkakainlaban, na nagkakadevelopan inside her classroom. Okay? So, medyo may pagkamarites ng Teacher Corazon dito. So, again, this is with itness, having eyes behind your head. What about the rest of your choices? Now, let's take a look at your referent power first. Pygmalion at Rosenthal mo, I'd also be explaining this after the different powers that we have. No? So, the 5 sources of power, this is a concept created by French and Raven in 1959. This, of course, is according to helpfulprofessor.com. According to them, there are 5 different sources of power. No? So, this power can be possessed by a leader. No? Maaring teacher, maaring manager, maaring boss sa isang opisina. No? So, what are these different sources of power? The first one is legitimate power. When you say legitimate power, you have this power because of your rank. Okay, so because of your position in your organizational chart, for example, or your position in the hierarchy of your office. No? So kumbaga, may power ka over your constituents, over your substituents dahil ikaw yung boss. Okay, mas mataas. Yung principal ay may power over the teachers. No? So that's your legitimate power. You have the power over your students kasi ikaw yung adult inside the classroom. You are the teacher, no? So that's legitimate power. Reward power, this is your ability to give rewards. Okay? So you also have that power because you can give rewards. Kaway-kaway sa mga naka-accept na po, naka-receive na ng kanilang bonuses ng inyong 13th month pay. No? So sa mga companies natin dito sa Pilipinas, required po by law, no? Yung ating 13th month pay. But of course, yung bonus po galing sa puso ng inyong boss. No? So depende sa boss kung meron pa po kayong bonus. Okay? But dapat po meron kayong 13th month pay. Kung wala po, kailangan ipadole, no, yung inyo pong mga boss. Alright? So that is your ability to give rewards. As a teacher, meron ka ding, of course, no, meron ka ability to give rewards. So that's your reward power, no? Coercive power mo, this is the opposite of your reward power. This naman is your ability to give punishments. Okay? So out of all these 5 powers, yung coercive power lamang po natin yung negative. The rest of these are good powers, no? So magagandang powers ang iba, except for coercive, which is very negative. No? So this is the opposite of giving rewards. It is the giving of punishment. Now, expert power, when you say expert power naman, this is from your ability to demonstrate your expertise. You know what you're doing. You are the master. No? You are an expert sa mga different concepts. No? Eksperto ka sa inyong field. No? So that's your expert power. Kumbaga, they look up to you because you have the authority over them because you know what you're talking about. Alam mo, master mo yung inyong content. Okay? So that's expert power. And of course, referent power naman, this is your ability to get respect and admiration. So usually, yung question po sa LET about referent power is when you make your students feel that they belong to the class, you care for them, you love them. No, that's referent power. Referent po yan. Okay? As opposed to your expert power. Expert power is you know what you're talking about. Okay? So sana po klaro yung 5 different sources of power natin. No? And now, what about your Pygmalion effect and Rosenthal effect? Parehas lamang po sila, yung choices C and D natin kanina. Parehas lamang po. It's also called your Rosenthal effect because it was by Robert Rosenthal. Siya po yung nakaisip ng konseptong ito. Now, it is called your Pygmalion effect dahil sa Greek mythology po natin, si Pygmalion was isang sculptor. No? So, sculptor po si Pygmalion. Gumawa siya ng carving. No? Nag-carve siya ng isang isang napakagandang dilag na pinangalan ng Galatea. And eventually, he fell in love with the sculpture that he did. No? So, dahil napaka-intense daw ng feeling ni Pygmalion, si Aphrodite, the goddess, no, yung goddess of love, transformed the sculpture into a real woman. Okay, so that's a Pygmalion effect. Or we'd also call this your self-fulfilling prophecy. Kumbaga, kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan mo, magkakatotoo. Kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan ng ibang tao na mangyayari sa'yo or na kaya mo, magkakatotoo. No? That's your self-fulfilling prophecy. The beliefs of others around you about you can influence your actions. And so, whatever it is that you dream about, whatever it is that you are aiming for, you would really have it or you would really achieve it. No? So, kaya ngayon, dapat may self-fulfilling prophecy kayo. No? Your Rosenthal effect or Pygmalion effect, you should believe, you should manifest. Kumbaga, manifest that you would be a licensed professional teacher para po magkatotoo. No? So, others' beliefs about us would cause or would influence our actions and our beliefs about ourselves. No? And so eventually, magkakatotoo kung ano man po yung pangarap ng ibang tao para sa atin at kung ano man po yung pangarap natin para sa ating sarili. No? So hashtag manifest. That would be your Pygmalion effect or Rosenthal effect, your self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, we go to the next item. Some children go through a period of intense appetite when they eat or chew on all sorts of inedible substances. This is called letter A, pica or pica, letter B, enuresis, letter C, encopresis, or letter D, anorexia. What is our choice for item number 8? Okay, again, please make sure that you are putting the item number and the letter of your choice. What is your choice for item number 8? Number 8, what is the term we use? No? So ano po yung term na ating ginagamit if a young child would eat something inedible or chew on all sorts of inedible substances? Kinain niya yung crayons, kinain niya yung papel, no? Kung anik-anik kinakain nung anak natin. Okay, I see letter A. Tama kaya ang letter A for item number 8? Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Francesca Briones, dahil sa iyo Gurong Pinoy, Prof. Ed ay mani lang sa akin. No? Mani-mani lang sa akin. Salamat talaga po. One take lang. Nakakamiss ang boses nyo. Hello po. Good evening, Ma'am Francesca Briones, one of our LPTs. No? So what is our choice? Thank you po for coming back. And of course, for leaving your positive comment. Okay, letter A, pika or paika, no? Pika-pika, from the term pika-pika, di ba? Yung hilig ninyo habang kayo'y nanonood ng TV or maaaring kapag kayo'y nagso-social drinking, no? So, pika-pika. Ang tumpak na choice, of course, would be pika or paika. So, letter A, ang ating pong tumpak na choice for item number 8. Now, what about the rest of your choices, no? Your enuresis, ito po is uncontrolled peeing, no? So, nagwiwiwi yung bata uncontrollably. And so, dapat nga may diapers pa siya dahil hindi pa niya nakokontrol, no? Yung kanyang bladder, that's enuresis. Encopresis naman is uncontrolled stooling, no? So, uncontrolled na pagpupupo ng mga bata, no? Repeated passing of stool into clothing, no? Usually involuntarily. So kapag ka may pipo, that's pertaining to the pupo, okay? So enuresis, hindi nakokontrol yung pag-ihi. Encopresis, hindi nakokontrol yung pagpupupo, okay? And anorexia, on the other hand, pasintabi po sa mga naghahapunan. Sorry po, no? Letter D naman po, anorexia. This is an intense fear of gaining weight. Takot na takot kang tumaba and you have a distorted perception of weight, no? Feeling mo sobrang taba mo, and so it can affect your psyche, no? It can affect your psychology, and so you'd have this fear of gaining weight. You'd usually don't eat, no? Sometimes you'll not eat, or sometimes hindi ka talaga makakain, sinusuka mo kung ano yung kinakain mo. Okay, so that's anorexia, or sometimes we call this anorexia nervosa. Okay, but number 8 8, letter A, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 9. Which of the following is an example of norm referenced interpretation? We've talked about this a while ago, your criterion reference and norm reference interpretation. Letter A, Josh's test score is higher than 89% of the class. Letter B, Francis set up his laboratory equipment in 2 minutes. Letter C, RJ solved 5 problems correctly out of 30 words. Or letter D, Bea must spell 25 words correctly out of 30 words. What is our choice? I see a lot of letter A's for item number 9. Very good, very good. Okay. Mukhang nakikinig ang taong bayan, ang mga kaguro natin all over the world, no? Hindi lamang po sa ating bansa, pero meron din po tayong team abroad, of course, no? Nakikinig sa ating discussion. Yan po yung tama, no? Dapat hindi pasok sa isang tenga, labas sa isang tenga. No? So dapat po ini-internalize natin yung ating mga pinag-aaralan para, of course, once we get to our let, no? Once we get to answer our let, ayan na, sabi nga kanina ni ma'am, no? Maning-mani, no? Maning-mani yung Prof Ed sa inyo. Okay, which of the following is an example of norm reference interpretation? If you can remember, when you say norm reference, you are comparing the performance of one student with the performance of the rest of the class, no? So, ang kabaliktaran naman po ay criterion reference. You are comparing his performance with the set standard, with your criteria, no? Not with the performance of the rest of the class. And so, ang tumpak na choice natin dito is letter A. Tama po yan, higher than 89% of the class, no? So ito wala pong comparison with the classmate, walang comparison. So letter A is tumpak. Number 10, if a teacher asks more higher order questions, he has to ask more blank questions. Letter A, fact. Letter B, close. Letter C, convergent. Or letter D, concept. Ano nga ba yung ating tumpak na choice for number 10? Okay, sabi ni Sir John Mark, letter D. Ma'am Els, letter D. Ma'am Suzanne, Ma'am Zaira, letter D. Ma'am Crizel, letter D. Ma'am Liza, letter D. Ma'am Maria Vanessa, letter D. Ma'am Jonaline, letter D. Ma'am Danessa, letter D. Okay, tumpak kaya ang letter D? Parang nagkakasundo lahat, no? Sa letter D. So sabi dito, if you'd want to ask more higher order questions, so nang una muna tingnan natin kung ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng higher order questions. Kapag sinabi mo pong higher order questions, so higher order thinking skills, or sometimes we'd use the term HOTS, no? The acronym HOTS. Higher order thinking skills, that means this is a higher type of questioning, hindi lamang lower level. No? Lower level mo kasi direktang type of questioning like what, who, when, where, no? Yan po yung lower order mo. But when you say higher order thinking skills, higher order questions, it needs analysis. It needs creation, no? It needs judgment. It needs evaluation, no? So the upper 3 levels sa Bloom's taxonomy, that would be under your HOTS, no? Higher order thinking skills po yon, yung analyzing, evaluating, and creating, no? So here, if you'd want to ask more higher order questions, anong klase ng questions yung dapat mong tinatanong? Would it be a fact question, a closed question, convergent question, or concept question? Ang tumpak na choice po natin dito would be letter D, konsepto, no? So konsepto, that means you have to explain it, you have to really analyze, no, bago mo masagot ang isang question, no. When you say factual, that means it's a closed type of question. It is a convergent question. Pare-parehos lang po yan, no. That means iisa lamang yung sagot. For example, what is the name of our planet? The answer would be Earth, no? So fact, that's a closed type of question. It's a convergent type of question. Converge, no? When you say converge, there's only one correct answer, no? But when you say divergent or open-ended questions, yan po yung mga higher order questions natin. Iba-iba yung magiging sagot. For example, yung mga questions na tinatanong sa Miss Universe, di ba? Yung pang top 3 na questions or top 5 na questions. So iisa lamang yung question, iba-iba yung atake nila. Dahil nga, it is a divergent type of question. It's an open-ended question. It's a higher order type of question. Okay? So, konsepto po ang ating hinahanap for number 10. We go to item number 11, which characteristics must be primarily considered as a choice of instructional aids. Letter A, stimulate and maintain students' interest. Letter B, suited to the lesson objectives. Letter C, updated and relevant to the Filipino setting. Or letter D, new and skillfully made. What do you think is the right choice for item number 11? Okay, number 11, what is our choice? Ano kaya ang tumpak na choice